We have Tré Burt on our episode today. I'm very excited just because he um, speaks to my sad bastard folk music sensibilities. He's from Sacramento. He loves John Prine. He has that great cover with Haley Hendricks. And yeah, and big shout out to, I guess, his manager, Shauna, for hooking this up. It's hard not to enjoy him. He's very mellow and writes good songs. His sophomore album, You Yeah You, is coming out on August 27th. The first single, Sweet Misery, just came out, and his folky American music is right up my ass. Burt has been and always will be a working class musician with a poet's sensibility, and we have been big fans of his music for a while. So let's give it up for Tré Burt. Yo, yo, Tré, how are you, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing quite well. My name is Ryan. This is my producer, Abby. Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me.
Are you in the bathroom?
Yeah, this is where I smoke cigarettes. I'm not on the toilet.
I love it. I love it. No, do your thing, man. Wherever you go. I'm in the garage right now. So.
Oh, so 10 seconds, and then I'll find a better place.
What kind of toothpaste do you use?
Jason's foam's real good in the mouth.
I need to get new toothpaste, so I'm in the market. Yeah, the one I have is not foamy at all, man.
What you got, Colgate?
No, I think it's Crest.
Okay.
It was like a backup of a backup. It's definitely been in there for like over a year.
What's the shelf life on toothpaste?
I don't know, man. All right, sweet. Here we go.
Hit me.
All right, how tall are you?
6'2".
Nice.
When I'm not slouching. I'm working on my posture.
Yeah, I always say I'm 6 foot when I'm not slouching. I'm always hunched over. So we'll both work on that together. I got one of those shirts that pull your shoulders back.
A shirt does that?
I don't know if it hurts. I don't know if it works, but it definitely hurts. It's like end of the day, you start to like, why does my back hurt? Are you reading any good books these days?
Yes. I'm reading this book by Charlie Kaufman called Ant Kind.
I've heard of this.
Heard of it?
Yeah. Is it good?
Wild. It's kind of like Vonnegut sort of shit.
Okay.
The premise is it's in the future where you can have a television TV show going on inside your mind, but they take your personal experiences and make the shows starring you. That's unique to the individual.
That's cool. I love Charlie Kaufman, so
Yeah.
might have to bump it up my Amazon list.
Oh yeah, man.
How do you feel about ebooks?
Never read one.
Ever. Me neither.
Nah. Too many screens, too much screenage. I feel like my eyes would start to swivel.
Yeah, no, so whenever we start thinking these questions, we do a bunch of research, and then we kind of go through our own little world of like just listing the questions. We're both Abby and I are both like, literature geeks, so that was high up there, and I was like, we can judge him if he's really into ebooks.
Yeah, I would judge me too.
Do you still have the lizard? Yara, right?
Here she is.
Oh man, I love that you just let her run around.
Yeah, she's like a cat with scales, so she'll pick a window with light and just hang out there all day. Look, you're on TV.
Yeah, for the folks listening, you're gonna have to drop some reptile knowledge on us. I don't know anything.
Man, I didn't know shit when it was on a whim, I was driving past the exotic pet shop on Fremont in Sacramento, and my friend was like, you should get a bearded dragon. This was in March of last year, so coronavirus was underway, and I was thinking a little crazy, and I was like, okay, I knew nothing about them, but here, yeah, it's a bearded dragon, and it turns out they're a lot more work than I signed up for. She's got her own room in the house.
Yeah, I watched some video of you. I think it was the Newport Folk Fest or something like that,
Yeah.
and it was a great tour. Has she ever bit you? She ever nipped you?
No, no, never. Never.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm such a wuss. I'd be afraid.
Some of them do, man. I mean, like you can get bad batches, but I wouldn't. People do all this rehabilitation on them. I wouldn't have time for that. I'm glad she doesn't bite because I would throw her in the fields.
What are you gonna do when you go on tour?
Got to get a pet sitter,
Gotta get a pet sitter. Gotta get a lizard sitter.
a lizard sitter.
I feel like
And
that's something you should. That's the name of a song, lizard sitter.
I didn't think that one through. I guess I was convinced I would never tour again. So
You're about to though, right? You're about to go with Rateliff. Who else?
Shaky Graves,
Yeah, Shaky Graves, Marcus King, right?
yeah, and Katie Pruitt.
Cool.
Yeah,
So how do you feel about that, man? Like, how do you feel getting back out there?
it's crazy. It's weird. It's like being in space, an
Yeah.
astronaut, and all your muscles deteriorate, and you got to come back down and do some physical therapy. You know, yeah, I'm excited. I can't really think too much about it. Just got to do it.
Yeah, of course. Have you done any like local shows or anything to like warm up or?
Yeah, yeah. There's this cafe my girlfriend works at, and they have music on Sundays, and it's just like this really sort of dad rocky place. But I just needed to get in front of a crowd of some sort, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So I just went out there before I went to Nashville a couple of weeks ago and did it like a 2 hour set to nobody. But I just needed to practice again, being in front
Oh
of
man.
anybody.
Yeah, but little do those like random people that were there, they're in the company of greatness.
Okay.
Come on, don't be modest here. This is a silly podcast. You can go nuts. Can you tell us your most recent coincidence, happy accident, or chance encounter?
Okay. Happy accident. Well, I got a blender, and for the first time in my life, a bullet blender, and I didn't know how malnutritioned I was in fruits and veggies, and now I've been drinking those every day. I feel great. I feel like Jimmy Neutron or some shit.
Nice. You still putting cayenne in your tea? That's a else from that video I watched.
Oh yeah, wow, good eye. Yeah, but yep. Put it in my smoothies too.
I have to say, I totally ripped it because I went to the dollar store and bought like dollar cayenne, and now I just tap it into everything, including smoothies.
Has your life changed?
Yeah, sure. It's definitely changed. It's definitely a little bit more flavorful. And
Okay.
it's supposed to help with your gut. So
Yeah, fumigate your brain a little bit.
yeah, no, I dig it. And I'll put it in my tea after this, and I'll give you a little cheers to the.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
Again, real dumb questions. Rye bread or rye wit?
Oh, why not both?
All right.
What I say.
Burt Reynolds or Burt and Ernie?
Bert and Ernie for sure.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Did
definitely.
you watch Sesame Street growing up?
No, I just always it was always on. Never really watched it. I watched Barney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Bert and Ernie, they had I liked their friendship.
Didn't they bathe together?
Yeah, it's a complex friendship.
It was very progressive.
Yeah, right.
Progressive puppets, you know.
And I think Ernie's black, so that's what I took away from it. So good for him.
You heard it here, folks. We confirmed it. Ernie is black. Ernest is black. Have you ever chopped down a tree?
If I fell a tree,
Yeah.
nah, man.
Never chopped down a tree?
Now they're doing their thing. I don't want to disturb their upward journey.
Have you ever ridden a riding lawnmower?
Oh yeah. my grandpa's in the South in the summertime. I'd ride his John Deere all over the place.
Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever, as I'm asking that question, I don't think I've ever ridden a goddamn riding lawnmower.
You got to get one, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Um, what's your favorite sandwich ever?
I like the Thanksgiving ones with cranberry sauce and turkey and like spicy mayo and just a little bit though, and jalapenos and lettuce. I like the sweet and salt, the savory combo.
Yeah, for the win.
Yeah.
Man, that was great. Great fucking answer.
What about you?
Oh, that was a good answer. That's tough to follow. Maybe, so have you ever been to Florida?
Yes.
So there's a grocery store chain called Publix,
Oh yeah.
and they're very famous for their subs. And I prefer, and Abby might disagree with me, but I go with the Italian, which is as you would guess, salami, pepperoni, all the Italian works with oil and vinegar, make it a little wet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wet to dry ratio is an important thing. Can't be too dry.
Now,
You choke.
do you consider a hot dog a sandwich?
I mean, damn, I'm tripping out on that now. Well, I guess it depends if it's the eye of the beholder or the eye of the hot dog holder. I'd say no. I mean, because do you put spherical meat or spherical veggies on a traditional sandwich? No, they're all flat, right?
Unless you put pickles. Are we counting
You cut it though,
yeah,
or cylindrical. I mean,
cylindrical. Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
I was just in Chicago, and I don't. They do like the Chicago style hot dogs with the tomatoes. It's like mustard, mayonnaise, tomatoes, and pickles and peppers on it.
Okay, yeah.
It's much
Fuck
much
yeah.
bigger. It was phenomenal, but it's definitely a little bit bigger than like just a baseball dog with mustard.
How long did it take you to eat it?
Good question. I don't know. Not too long. It was delicious.
All right.
What's a good hot dog eating time? Like a appropriate window of eating it and enjoying it.
Definitely under 5 minutes.
I was gonna say I think 5 minutes is the max.
Yeah, above 5 minutes, it's a little too long. I mean, that's for above 5 minutes. That's for like utensil food. Yeah.
All right, so I'll ask this question and I'll give you the reasoning behind it. Have you ever slept outside in public in Sacramento?
Yeah.
Share these tales.
Okay. I used to live in Portland, Oregon, and I took some Aussies that I made friends with up there on a road trip down to Sacramento. And I was gonna crash my mom's place. But her boyfriend was there, and he's got some controlling demons, or he's got a lot of demons, and I tried to crash there, and he opened the door and was like, I don't know these people, and closed the door. So we just slept in the park that night.
But you had a group though, right?
Yeah, it was a group of
All right.
friends besides me. Yeah, we just drove to a nice park and slept by the rose garden.
Nice. I was passing through the reason I asked is I was passing through Sacramento on a train, and as you know, trains are always late or delayed. They're always making stops, and so I had to connect in Sacramento. I forget the logistics, but yeah, I had to sleep in the train station for a night, and I was only like 21, so to me it was romantic, also very scary.
You had to sleep in the train station in Sacramento?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did any homies bother you?
No one bothered me, to be honest with you. I had my backpack under my head and, just kind of locked it up. At the time, I was just tossing back some booze and getting through the night.
Okay. Did you sleep outside or inside the hall?
No, it was inside. They let me just stay there. Like,
Okay.
no one bothered me at all. Like, what I would have guessed is that someone would have kicked me out. I'm like, you got to come back in the morning or something.
Nah, not here.
No, I have fond memories of my small time in Sacramento. Are you a Kings fan?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, no, I'm loyal to especially the Bibby era.
Nice. Oh, way to go. Good pool. Bibby, Weber,
Yep.
Peja
Right.
Stojakovic.
Yeah.
I love that dude. I'm a basketball geek, so Peja Stojakovic, he has like a longer name. That's a nickname for him.
Oh, you get I
Yeah,
believe.
his name is, I don't know what it is, but I know it's like a crazy long name. And they were like, no, we can't say it here. So this is your name.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that full like chain smoking cigarettes around Sacramento and cafes sometimes.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see Vlade Divac?
Actually, it's Vladi. It's Vladi who I see speaking.
Oh, okay.
Speaking
Even
Russian.
better, man. Even better.
He's always on a business call, smoking yellow American spirits, talking very loudly.
Oh man, that's a perfect segue into our next one. What kind of cigarettes do you smoke, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, light blue American spirits.
Okay.
Pouch rolling tobacco.
Okay. When's the last time you smoked a Newport?
Damn. Years. I used to fuck with Newports, but I just switched. I smoked the hundreds, the long red ones back in the day.
Oh man, destroy your chest.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. As you can see, we asked, we're professional journalists and we ask the hard hitting questions
I
here.
love it.
We don't take ourselves too seriously. We try to go out like outside the box.
Great.
What's today? Speaking of today's hot dog is not a sandwich. What's today's definition of sweet misery to you?
Well, I got sponsored by this maple syrup company. They sent me some maple syrup. I was joking on Instagram. I said, someone said, I think this song is about maple syrup over from this Vermont maple syrup farm. And then I posted, I will confirm for sponsorship. And they replied, okay, what's your address? We're sending you maple syrup. So I feel obligated to say it's about maple syrup today.
That's outstanding. What's the name of you got to give the company a shout out.
I think it's Baird Farm. Hold up. I got to get this right.
Yeah. This is great.
Or else they're going to cancel their shipment. All right, check this out. Baird Farm maple syrup. BAIRD Farm in Vermont. Shouts out.
This episode brought to you by Baird Farm syrup. When you're making a hot dog, put syrup on. If you could be any type of vacation, what type of vacation would you be?
Like a wormhole or something.
Okay.
Just open up and swallow you and spit you out somewhere in space for like a couple weeks.
It's a great answer. What kind of stuff would you pack for that type of adventure?
Spacesuit, maybe some Gatorade or something.
Yeah, Gatorade.
Yeah, good book.
Good book. I have to tell you that comes from my producer Abby's mom. That's a question. Yeah,
I like it.
Shout out to Deb.
Yeah, Deb.
Since we're on family stuff, so I was working on your questions and over the weekend or this past weekend, and so this is from my 6-year-old daughter, and this is how I wrote it too. Have you ever run in a ski jacket?
Yes. Tell her yes. Yeah, multiple occasions.
You gotta explain.
I was probably late for a bus in San Francisco. I was wearing a Fila ski jackets, emerald colored.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of running, catching buses,
Yeah.
wait for buses.
I'll tell her. She did the intro. There's an intro to our podcast, the guitar part. That's my daughter playing the guitar part.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. We started this podcast because we're both music just geeks. However, I can't play music. I don't know if Abby can. I can't play music to save my life. So we just happen to be sponges and love the music. And I have to ask, just I don't want to go too deep or too depressing, but how do you everywhere online you're associated with John Prine?
uh-huh.
How do you handle that?
Which part?
His passing. What did you personally do?
I just, stay grateful and play his music and share his music and sing his songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can really do besides that. Keep his fire lit.
Yeah. Good answer,
But
man.
it's easy for me. I love his songs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good answer, man. Okay. Besides doing our silly podcast, what's your last act of kindness?
I gave these kids an hour ago in a Target parking lot. I gave them $5. Yeah.
Were they like panhandling, or you just walked up to like kids are like, here, take this and get the
Now they're just sitting in the little, them trees that are in the middle parking lots,
yeah.
but where the stalls are. They're just sitting there and asked me for $5. I didn't, you don't ask questions. If somebody asks you for money, you either give them it or not. So I don't know.
Good for you, man. Taking care of the community. Small ways, small mercies. All right. So, like in baseball, if you could have one song play anytime you enter a room, what would that one song be?
Probably Eddie Murphy's "Party All the Time."
It's the second time this week that song has come up to me.
For real?
Yes. Oh my God. No, my buddy, shout out to my buddy Franco. We were talking on the phone yesterday and we started he started singing it and we both agreed, like, and I'm sure you can too. It's the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, it's great.
It's just that one like short verse.
Want to party all the time. Yeah, shit goes.
Yeah, and also like Eddie Murphy was so famous. He was like, I'm gonna just do this one song and it's gonna be the same lyrics over and over again. I don't care.
Yo, that shit slaps. With Rick James too. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's great.
That's a good fucking answer. If you could go back in time and kill baby Hitler, would you do it?
Hell, yeah, what? Of course.
But he's a baby.
Yeah. Wait, did I know he was Hitler? Like,
Yeah. But
yeah,
he
man.
is still, you get there and it's a baby, it's like.
Well, the thing is, like, if you do that, something else is just gonna pop up in some other time. But yes, I would.
Okay. I've been sitting on that question for a while, and I've wanted to ask other musicians, and for some reason or other I didn't. But I was like, this is a Tré question for sure. I don't know why. There's no basis behind that though.
You don't want to get. I mean, the truth of the matter is, how many babies has he killed by the Nazis marching through houses and mothers hiding under the basements with their babies and didn't want to make a sound, forcing them to smother the babies. That's how I look at it.
That is a very.
I mean, just start there.
Yeah. It's a great way to look at it. You got to remember that when you're murdering the baby.
Think about it later.
Hitler. Baby Hitler.
Talk about it in therapy.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time we've come up in therapy. Can you do a split?
No.
Oh man, how's the stretching going? You still stretching?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I wouldn't say my goal is to do a split though, although that would be pretty cool.
It seems like a lot of work. or you got to do like a Van Damme thing and get like strung up, you know?
Yeah, I think maybe one day.
What's your favorite season?
Fall.
Nice. I think the correct answer.
Yeah, all my clothes are fit for fall. My got a lot of jackets and sweaters and shit, button ups.
Yeah.
And I love wearing pants.
Love wearing pants.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm in Florida right now and I'm a jeans guy through and through, and it's just not a good look. It's just drenched in sweat all the time.
Probably a lot of chafing.
Yeah, it can get that way, especially when you're moving, shucking and driving all day long. What's the weather like there right now?
Oh, it's like 82 and slightly breezy.
Is it humid? You get humidity there?
No, not at all. It's dry, white heat.
Oh, nice.
It's like it's an oven.
Oh. Yeah, but man, you don't have that humidity, so that's a game changer.
Yeah.
70 feels like 90 and 90 feels like 110.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh. So now I'm gonna be like, come tour to Florida.
Yeah, my grandfolks used to live out in Florida, so in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I'm 20 minutes west of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're ever down here, I'll swing through. I'll come through. Have you ever dropped a large tray of food or drinks?
Yes. Yeah, all the time. I'm clumsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
Have you ever waited tables? Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to work at this like American themed diner when I was living in Australia. I would walk out with the wine glasses on my hand. I dropped that shit many times on the floor. I got fired.
Oh,
Yeah. No good.
no. That's tough. Waiting tables in Australia.
No, I was the only American guy there too, so felt like they got rid of their one novel person.
Did you get like, well, how did they view it like an American guy?
How did they?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, there's no basis to that. I'm just curious. Like, were they cool? Did they look down on you? Like, were they fucking American? Like,
Oh, the Aussies. Yeah, they were. I mean, they're there. That establishment was fucked up. It's called Longhorn Saloon. I don't give a shit. Just the owners, are just going around popping up these, biting off of other cultures and making billions of dollars off of it or whatever. They suck.
oh, F them.
Yeah.
I have to tell this story. One time I was waiting tables in New York City, and this group of, I guess they were groomsmen, came in, and they were in their tuxedos. It was brunch. And they all ordered their food, pancakes, French toast, all this shit. And I had it on it, everything on a tray. I dropped, and one of the syrup containers, speaking of syrup, wow, it's all coming back. Like, did a flip and went all over this guy's like tuxedo jacket. And he flipped out, and he was like, I'm going to a fucking wedding right now. And I was young. I was probably like 23, 24. And my response was, I was like, why didn't you get dressed after brunch? Why did you stop?
It's a good way to put the blame on him. Make it his problem. I like it.
I was probably like hungover and dumb and young, too. So it's definitely my fault. But I was going to pay for it too. I was gonna like get the restaurant. We'll pay for it. We'll do whatever. And he just pieced out.
Okay.
Yeah, dropping shit at restaurants. When you go to sleep at night, do you have a ritual?
I just stay asleep as best I can.
What about like beforehand? Do you like watch a show, watch TV, like what, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, these days I've been watching a lot of falling asleep to a lot of TV. It makes me sleepy.
Yeah. You find it like, does it help you like zone out, get out of your head, and just fall asleep naturally?
Yeah, I'd say that. I go through periods of time where I either have something on or not, but I've been spending a lot of time with my grandparents recently. It's kind of why I'm in Sacramento.
Okay.
And yeah, they just fall asleep to old westerns all the time. So
Oh, I love it. It sounds magical, man. Shout out to Trey's grandparents.
yeah,
They love the podcast. They listen often. They're huge fans. What's the last thing you painted?
I got this. I made a seal for my house, like a house seal, and I painted the pieces. Yeah.
I was gonna say you're looking at something. We got to check it out. Ooh, what is it? What's that made of?
Cardboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looked like metal. It looked. I mean, again, we're on Zoom. It looked like metal. Could have totally lied.
It's titanium.
It is titanium. It's from the Titanic.
It's moonstones, actually.
Yeah, it's adamantium. Okay, this is an opinion question. What's the etiquette of farting at a party?
But just announce yourself,
Yeah.
announce your name and your age, and what the last thing you had to eat. And then you rip.
You got to make them guess what the last thing you ate.
Okay, is that what they do in Florida?
No. I just this was a debate I had, and I was like, oh, this is a good question for the podcast, where it's like, do you sneak off into a corner and rip it? Do you like go to the bathroom? And I was like, seems like a lot of work. I would just do it and not address it.
Yeah, it's a party.
It's a party. Did you ever go to summer camp as a kid?
I went to Christian camp once.
Oh, how was that?
Well, see, me going from as the only like non-Christian kid there, it was great. Hung out with the girls and swam in the lake. Played guitar on a rock. So I didn't go to all the little Bible studies and shit.
You didn't have to go to those things at Christian camp?
I just didn't.
You just, oh, well, who made you go to a Christian camp?
Well,
Or was it elective?
no, my bunch of cute girls were going, from the school, and I heard about it and it sounded great. So
Yeah, no, I agree. How old were you?
14.
Sounds about right. You're like, yeah, cute girls going to camp.
Yeah.
That's why I joined the tennis team in high school, because pretty girls. I couldn't even play tennis. I had to learn on the fly.
Yeah.
So
how's your what do they call it? Backswing?
backhand.
How's that going for you?
It's good, man. I actually played tennis a couple days ago. Still got it.
Oh, great, man.
Yeah, still got it. Have you played tennis at all?
I used to muck around at the racquetball club as a kid, with some friends. I like it. I'm not good at it at all, but I like it.
Yeah. I think I'm there. I'm not good at it, but I like it. That's how I feel about basketball too. I play basketball a lot. I'm not good, but I like it.
Same. I love basketball.
Love it.
Terrible.
We got to shoot some hoops.
For
If
sure.
I'm ever in Sacramento, or you're ever in Florida or same city, we'll shoot some hoops. So, okay, let's talk about the important thing, the part in your hair. How often do you work on it?
Constantly, man. I mean, you gotta keep it upright and at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you're not paying attention or you lay down, rest your head on, you gotta reshape it. So
I was gonna say, like, if you're chilling like this, do you gotta pick it out like throughout the day?
if I gotta go somewhere, be in front of people, Yeah, yeah. Or just throw a hat on. I wear a lot of hats because it's exhausting picking my hair out all the time.
Mhm. When's the last time you got a haircut?
Ooh, like a year ago, maybe more.
You bastard.
I was thinking about chopping it all off. Actually, I might do that.
If you chop it off, will you leave the chops and the facial hair? Or will you
Yeah,
go-
I'll tone it down a little bit. But yeah.
You do have a Wolverine vibe going right now.
Oh yeah, it's like the slightly bit of Jew in me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Oh man, they should do a Black Wolverine series.
Oh, I'm all for that.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Sounds so sick. Yeah.
Good idea. All right, Hollywood. All right, Netflix, get on it. Give this man some money. You should play it. Can you act?
Yeah, we'll just have Lakeith Stanfield do it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll get you a cameo in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Or play a villain. I think that'd be fun.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty evil.
You don't seem like evil at all, man. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but you're not.
Yeah, I'm going for pure evil. I just told you I'd kill a baby.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we gotta put that as like the intro.
Yeah, put that as the little
The
Cat.
description. No context. We talked to Tré Burt about killing babies.
yeah. Started off with that and say coming up.
Coming soon, Tré Burt discusses how he wishes to go back in time and kill babies. Oh man. So aside from the album, August 27th, what's next, man? Talk to us. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't think about that stuff like that, you know. I just work with what's in front of me.
Okay. Well, I'll do it for you. It's called You, Yeah, You, August 27th. Follow Tré Burt. It's just Tré Burt on Instagram.
No why.
No why.
PRE.
Oh, this is a good question. What do you call the thing above what is that thing called above the E?
Oh, it's called an accent aigu.
Okay.
French. For whatever that accent mark is. Yes. Oh, I took one year of French in high school, so that's when I learned what that was. Yeah.
And do you know how to type it out on on a
No, not at all.
computer?
No.
No.
I have other people do it for me now because I don't know how to do it at all.
I was trying to. We were working on just writing out questions and stuff, and we were both like, me and Abby were like, how do you fucking do it? Like, how many you got to hit them for her, especially because she was at work trying to send her Zoom, and she was on a PC, and it was like Command Shift 1 2 3 4 5, way too many fucking buttons.
Right. Yeah, I tried going to the like insert symbol part of a Microsoft, and then you try it. It just never works for me, so I just give up. You know, I do it in writing.
Yeah, Tré, I can't thank you enough. That's the podcast, my man.
Tell your daughter that was one of my favorite questions I've ever gotten.
I will. I'm not streaming your album on the 27th. I'm buying it. Hard stance on this. For people, musicians I love. And good luck out of there on the road, man.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll hopefully run into you guys on the road somewhere, huh?
You can see the ring of darkness covering up the light, but to see it is to admit that it's just passing by. My friend in New York City, She calls me time and time, and I tell her made up stories, but never tell her lies. And the weight of my heart, it swings me left to right, like a wrecking ball on a 6-foot chain, forever all my life. It only goes to show sweet misery. You can follow me down to the end of my path, but you still gotta get through me. I believe that for the moment in heaven I reside. It might as well be anywhere, so why not in my mind? Oh, you, yeah, you. Who else am I talking to? Go sit down by your lonesome and entertain the fool. I was late to the party and I'm eating someone's food, but I've never been so hungry to be without a clue. It only goes to show your sweet misery. You can follow me down to the end of my path, but you still gotta get through me. Yeah, you can follow me down to the end of my path, but you still gotta get through me.